Alright guys, what's good? I'm back with another video, and today I've got a very special one for you. So today, WAU have actually delivered something to me, and it is the WAU Cyber prototype. So I'm going to be using this a little bit today. I'm going to be maybe not doing deliveries, but I'm definitely going to be ragging it around town, and I'm very much looking forward to it, so I hope you enjoy this. So yeah, these are my first impressions riding the bike. The thing is absolutely massive. I'm not sure how good this would be for a courier, because obviously I deliver food and there's no rear rack on this bike at the moment as it is a prototype, so we'll see if they change some stuff. Alright, let's see how powerful this goes. Oh, we're getting some speed on this. Oh boy. Oh boy. Jeez, this is quick. Woo! Yeah man, this thing is an absolute beast. Even for a prototype, it is moving. Like, oh my god. Unbelievable. Okay guys, let's just take a second to appreciate the design of this bike. It is so nice. I can only imagine the freedom you get when riding the bench seat as opposed to the bicycle seat. There's going to be 3 different motor variations for this bike, starting at 250 watts, rising to 750 watts, and even an 8,000 watt motor, which just sounds absolutely disgusting. There's a neat little heads-up display, which will have a maps feature included on it, and that silver button under the WAU logo, that will allow you to change to one of the 2 batteries. Oh, and they're 1 kilowatt each, bringing you up to 160 miles of range. It wouldn't be a WAU bike without an incredible set of lights. This bike is boasting fully customizable 360-degree RGB lighting with the OG indicators from the WAU X Plus. The bike weighs in at around 35 kilograms, which might seem heavy at first, but when you're on the bike, it really doesn't feel that heavy. The bike will have a built-in horn, which I did forget to film, but you can trust the fact that it is loud, and people definitely hear you on the road. Now, obviously this bike had a throttle included, which was lots of fun, but it is still a pedal-assisted bike. And I did find my knees scraping the aluminium frame when I was riding it, so perhaps that needs to be slightly altered. But my general impressions of the bike were, it's awesome, it's powerful, it's a head turner, doesn't feel heavy to ride, the dual battery system is very cool, you can start the bike with a key fob, and there will be a blind spot radar with front and rear view cameras, which sadly wasn't on the prototype, but that just sounds amazing. We don't know the price of this bike yet, as it is still in prototype stage, and this will be covered in more detail later in the video when I asked Todd from the WAU team some of the most asked questions concerning this bike. But that's enough about the specs of this bike. Let's get back on the road and see how this thing feels. Alright, let's test this thing out on the road, see how it feels. Like, these fat tyres, they feel unreal. Like, compared to the X Plus, they're so different. So different. Yeah, I can completely see this bike being useful if you just want to like rag it around some foresty areas. There's so many things you could do with this. But yeah, I'm not too sure about deliveries yet. But either way, this thing feels amazing. Like, there's even going to be storage in this bike as well. I think there's 5 litres of storage space, which is unbelievable. So that's going to be really good when I'm, out and doing stuff. I can put chargers in there, batteries in there, all of that stuff. The heads-up display is really cool. This isn't the final version, because obviously this is just the prototype, guys, so don't take this bike too serious, because there are still a few more changes to come. Alright guys, so today I'm actually joined by Todd from the WAU team, and I'm going to be asking him a few questions, because I know a lot of people have loads of questions about this bike. Some of you are in that Facebook group, some of you are looking on the website, but I've got the man himself who's going to tell you everything. Okay, so my first question for the people is, how much is this bike actually going to cost?
Okay, so I know a lot of people are they're intrigued as to what the price is. Right now, at this moment in time, we can't say what it is yet because we're still working on the prototypes. So this is a complete prototype. So the feedback from you guys, the feedback from the content creators and the influencers, and that is what is going to decide on the finished article. And then once we have the finished article and the Indiegogo crowdfund is launched, that's when that price will be released. And then after the campaign launches, we'll go into the production of the Indiegogo bikes, and then post Indiegogo, post crowdfund, that's when the retail price will be released.
Awesome, that is good to know. And so another question that I've seen loads in the Facebook group is people asking how can they test this bike?
Okay, basically we're going to go around the UK. Well, I will be taking this absolute beast around the UK to different cities. So today we're in Portsmouth. We've been in Wolverhampton as well. So when we have some like free time or when we've got a day free in the schedule, we're going to come to one of the cities mentioned in the Facebook group, and we'll give you at least a day in advance so you could sort anything out. But we haven't got anything nailed on yet, but we will be attending Liverpool, Birmingham. We'll be heading towards Newcastle region. We'll be going to Norwich. We're going to be trying to go to everywhere we can in the UK. That does include Wales and it does include Scotland as well. Not quite sure we're going to be able to make it over to you guys in Ireland. But again, it's something we will try and do. Pretty much, we're just going to give as many people an opportunity as we possibly can. But it is just me, so I am going to try my best.
We thank you very much, because you're doing a hell of a tour across the country, man, and you know, you're literally going from Portsmouth to Scotland. It doesn't get any more south to north. You know, you're absolutely smashing that.
We just want we want feedback from as many people as possible. So if you can't come and test ride the bike, just let us know what you think of the photos, the videos, what you see online. We want feedback from everybody.
Everybody.
Theoretically, you could power your house for 6 hours on the batteries.
Wow.
Like if your house ran out of power, split it out like a generator.
I'd spring an Xbox and a TV out into the sticks or something.
Put an extension lead in the back in it and just sit and play Xbox or whatever.
Yeah, that's mad.